Hi, let's continue with delimiters and commenting your code. Delimiters are simple or compound symbols that have special meanings in PLSQL. We know that semicolon is to terminate the statement or colon equal is for assignment. There are a lot of them. So let's look at them one by one, beginning from the simplest one. You know these 5 symbols: addition, subtraction or negation, multiplication, division, and equality operators. These are all the same like in other programming languages or in math. And this symbol is for remote access. Maybe you know from SQL, if we want to access a remote database, we use DB links. And we use this symbol when we are using database links. The symbol is for remote access to another database. Semicolon is the statement terminator. You can divide your code into multiple lines, no problem, but when you add semicolon, that means your statement has finished. Now you will pass the next statement. I will show that. Let's continue with the compound symbols. The first 2 is used in inequality operators. That means when you want to check if they are not equal, you use these operators. You should know them from your SQL lessons. Then concatenation operator. I showed you how to use. You know assignment operator already. And the rest is for commenting your code. Let's see that in SQL Developer. Now let's write a simple code. We text, let's say varchar 2, and let's say 10. Let's assign it with PLSQL again. Our begin keyword and DBMS output. Let's write vtext and concatenate it with is a good language. Now we can see that we use both assignment operator and concatenation operator. But most of the times we need to add some commands to our code, since our code will live for years most probably and will be modified by different programmers. In order to understand your code at that time, you need to add some commands into your codes. Even you add your commands inside of your codes, they will not be pretended as code. It won't crash your program and it won't be executed. There are 2 types of commenting. The first one is single line commenting. We write our single line commands with using double dashes. Let's add a single line command. Double dashes, and let's write this is a single line command. Now let's run our code. First clear up here and run again. No problem. Our code worked successfully. Comments are not so useful for anonymous blocks because most probably you will delete your anonymous block when you finish your job. But it's very important in packages, procedures, functions, triggers, etc. The codes that you saved and reused. Now let's add a multiple line command. We write our multi-line commands between /* and */. We first write our /* and this is multi-line command, and we finish it with */. Let's run it now. As we can see, we don't see these texts inside the output. Or sometimes you may need to comment your code for some reason. Maybe for trying something else, maybe for keeping it to open sometime, whatever. You will need that sometimes. Let's comment our DBMS output and write null in here. We write null to avoid compilation error because we need to write something inside begin and keywords. When we run it, but before run it, let's clear here again. We see that our dbms output command is not executed now. This is useful in some cases. We will be using all these in most parts of our course in the future too, because these are the basics that you generally need to use. Alright, this is the end of this lesson. See you in our next lessons.